I present the horned melon, aka Cucumis metalliferus, Kiwano, African horned cucumber, a jelly melon, hedged gourd, Melano, or for all the Star Trek fans out there, a Golana melon, which of course was featured in episode 24, season 6, Time's Orphan, that first aired May 20th, 1998. Duh. Okay, so it's got a lot of names, but what is it and how do we eat it? Well, first, it's actually a member of the cucumber and melon family, native to sub-Saharan Africa, though it is now grown here in the United States. As far as how it tastes, it has been described as a combination between banana and passion fruit, or banana, cucumber, and a little bit of lime. But we're gonna figure that out for ourselves here in a second. Now, as far as preparation goes for this bad boy, it's actually super simple. All you're gonna do is cut it in half. Now, you can choose which way you wanna cut it, lengthwise or widthwise. I'll leave that decision up to you after you see exactly what's involved on the inside, but I'm gonna go widthwise. Super juicy. You can kind of understand why it was featured on Star Trek at this point. We've got this orange, spiky outside and a slimy green inside. That is the horned melon, the Kiwano, all those. I'm not gonna do that list again, don't worry. At this point, you've got a couple options. If you're in it just to try the fruit, all you really need to do is take a spoon and dig right in. Now, there are little seeds inside of the melon and you can eat them, or you can treat it a little bit like a cherry or a watermelon and kind of bite down on the seed in your mouth, suck off the green sliminess, and then spit the seed out. Your other option with this is to add it to anything you would a fruit, maybe a fruit salad, maybe an actual salad you just want to garnish with a little bit of green slime. Maybe you're making a St. Patrick's Day meal and really want to gross someone out or just give them something they hadn't had before. Well, if you want to do that, you take one of your halves, and this is the reason that I cut it by width, and you're just gonna squeeze out all the goo. There it goes. And you can see, yeah, it's pretty juicy, but the actual fruit is sticking pretty well to the seeds as it comes out. Woo! Careful. So gooey, so gooey. Maybe do it in a bowl. Maybe don't do it right on the cutting board, but I figured that'd be better for the camera. Anyways, we still haven't tried it, so let's go ahead and dig in and find out if any of those descriptions I told you about earlier are accurate. It does have a banana smell to it. That's weird. It's literally, the texture is like a watery jello. The slime, the actual fruit, the gooey, it's gooey. And I'm eating the seeds apparently, which kind of remind me of pumpkin seeds a little bit, so they're not that bad. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of candy a little bit. I definitely would agree with both of those descriptors. If I really think about it, I taste a bit of banana and a bit of passion fruit. Or I taste a bit of banana with cucumber and lime. There is almost a little hint of a citrus in there with that. If I think passion fruit, I don't quite get. So go into it, try and be as open-minded as possible if you're gonna try this out, just to see for yourself which flavors you're picking up. But I totally understand how people have described it in those two ways. So one thing I'm noticing from the inside is that it's divided into sort of 3 chambers of the fruit. And for me, maybe instead of squeezing, it would have been better, like as I'm eating it, to take your spoon and actually go in and almost like you were scooping out the insides of a pumpkin and just kind of separate it from the inside. Oh yeah, there you go. It comes out way easier. So it's up to you. Squeeze for an adventure or take a spoon to make it a little less messy. Your choice. Like a lot of these really tropical, strange, different pieces of produce that I'm trying out, this guy's not the cheapest. Cost me about $4.50 for one horned melon. Worth it to you? Well, if you like slimy gooey things, so if you're not opposed to slimy gooey, I say give it one try. Buy it one time just so you can experience those flavors. Honestly, I don't think I would buy it again though. The flavor just isn't quite strong enough for me, and I really am not a fan of slimy, gooey things. So meh on my end, but still really cool to have bought something like this and actually tried it. Well, if you do decide to go out and buy a horned melon, I would love to hear about it. After watching this video, leave the comment below, tell me what you thought of it, maybe what you did with it, if you did something more than just trying it straight out of the gourd, and how much you paid for it as well. If you're watching this video and you've still got questions, or perhaps there's something in your grocery store that you have been dying to try, or at least know what it is, let me know, because that's what I'm here for, to go out, figure these things out for you guys, give it a try, so that way you don't have to waste the money if that's what it ends up being. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you got a little something out of it, just like I did, and please subscribe to the channel. Now I've got a little bit of a mess to clean up here. Oh, my wife is not going to be happy. It's so gooey. It's so gross.